Class Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
No. Y'all,
This
just
is
stop.
a sham.
It's finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Sam, you missed out yesterday.
I know.
Want to tell everybody why, though?
Oh, my daughter made finals for swimming.
Yes.
So we go. Finals are on Saturday, so send good vibes to her. But I tell her just have fun. She just wants the sour Skittles afterwards.
But
so.
secretly, you want her to win. Secretly.
No, I just want her to have fun.
Stop.
I swear.
I know, but you have a competitive spirit.
I'm just glad she made finals. I didn't think she would because she just started swimming like 2 months ago. So I'm proud
Well,
of her.
it's in her DNA.
She is.
Yes.
It is.
Mama's a winner. Baby girl's a winner. Okay, we see you, boo.
I'm gonna make a pump-up video.
You should.
I'm going to.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go make a video, and if Sophie takes second, get Sam's face, and then he'll be like, "What kind of snacks was she eating before?"
Yeah, regular Skittles for you.
Good luck, Sophie. We'll give you the results on Monday, huh?
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Let's get to it, guys. The Emmy nominations are out. Ted Lasso is nominated for Outstanding Comedy Series for the 3rd year in a row. Jason Sudeikis and 4 other cast members were also nominated. Ted Lasso will be facing off against Abbott Elementary stars Quinta Brunson, Sheryl Lee Ralph, and Tyler James Williams. They're all up for awards, and Jenna Ortega picked up her first nomination for Wednesday. It's also nominated in the comedy category. Is that a comedy? These categories are getting a little iffy. But will it be a Succession sweep? The show leads the pack with 27 nominations. Every single major cast member, including Brian Cox and Sarah Snook, were also nominated. But could Pedro Pascal and The Last of Us pull an upset? Jennifer Coolidge is also up for another Emmy for The White Lotus. She won her first award, if you remember, for the same show last year. Spoiler alert, oh no, I won't. The Emmys are scheduled to air in September, but some say the show could be postponed if the writers' strike continues, which is very sad.
Yeah, because Erica made a great point earlier. I don't want to speak for you about them being able, they're working so hard. Hopefully they get to see the celebration of their efforts.
Right. It's difficult because you're like, you have put in so much work your entire career, and then for some of these people, it's the first time that they are entering these rooms, the first time they're getting these opportunities, and for them not to be able to celebrate fully because their colleagues and peers in the industry aren't being treated fairly, is really, it's like, it's pouring salt into an open wound. It's like, it's not their fault, but you have to be a part of the movement, in order to really make change, you have to be united. So I hope that this writer's strike doesn't continue for very much longer, that the writers are given what they deserve, because the actors are going to be next, and people are really going to understand. All of you, cry into your pillowcases of money, people. Most people don't have pillowcases of money.
Yeah.
And you're going to understand how important their craft is to your life and your mental health for a lot of people.
I got a really small pillowcase over here.
I mean, it's amazing how quickly we forget. I mean, we were all trapped in our homes for 2.5 years, and people lived and fed off and talked about the way we connected was with these shows. Remember Tiger King? That seems like it was 25 years ago. That was all we had to connect ourselves. All of these documentaries, all these movies that we went back and watched and series that we followed, not to pull from The Last of Us since that's up for nomination, but that's really what these writers are really up against, because what they are worried about and what may be coming is they're turning writing into a gig economy. Like you come in, you write on this show, and then you go away. No different than writing a little blurb for a newspaper. And what they're going to try and do, it looks like, is set up for AI to write most of the show and have one writer come in and make it more human-like. And it's really they're fighting to keep writing the way that we know it. So I think
to put food on their table for their families.
Yes.
And we have to remember that. I have to tell you, and I know you probably know, Vanderpump Rules, 3 nominations.
Wow.
Emmy nominations. Vanderpump Rules. Did you ever think, Jeff?
No, I don't. So maybe someone can answer this. If they get nominated, or if they win, does the cast get an Emmy?
Or the producers? I don't know.
Or does it Lisa Vanderpump?
We don't know, but they'll still all
is Tom Sandoval perhaps going to have an Emmy in a month?
I'm sure they'll be at the ceremony, which is crazy to me because they're reality stars, not to say.
Yeah, I know. So we'll check on that. But what do you guys think about all these major shows kind of clump all their actors, like 10 actors from the show, 5 actors from the show. What about, there's a million shows on television. What about spreading the love a little bit?
Yeah, it's very densely nominated. There's, there's hot shows.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would like to see the love spread.
To your point, the supporting actor category has White Lotus versus Succession.
I know. I don't know if I like that.
Cousin Greg's nominated.
He's not
Jerry's
nominated.
He's not.
Those are the most popular shows.
Oh, he is nominated?
Yes.
Oh.
And Jerry. Jerry's nominated.
Come on, man.
Yes.
There's not someone better than Jerry out there. You know what I mean? She's great, but come
What's
on.
wrong with Jerry?
She's great, but you can't
She had a
nominate 8
stellar
people from the
season.
same show. There's better actors out there, or maybe, put some spotlight on some shows that didn't get paid a lot of money that maybe is going to lift their clout a little bit. I don't know.
I'm with Jeff on this one.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Mr.
I think
Nobody gets a blue ribbon, but you want everybody to have a blue ribbon?
No. I want the best
Yeah.
person to have a blue ribbon.
Yeah.
That's a different point. Don't give everybody a blue. Succession's great. Everybody's nominated. Get real. All right, sorry. We're moving on. All right. We're going to switch gears.
Oh, we're switching gears after that.
We have to switch gears after that. We have to switch gears. All right. Larsa Pippen is speaking out about, where's Miami? Larsa Pippen is speaking out about dating Michael Jordan's son. That's right. Larsa, who's 49, has been dating Marcus Jordan, who is 32, since last year. On their podcast, Larsa said she was left traumatized after MJ said he didn't approve of their relationship. It's her son and her teammate. Larsa is the ex-wife of MJ's old teammate, if you remember, Scottie Pippen. The two had a little falling out publicly. I don't want to break up the band here. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Oh, the band's broken. John.
Oh, come on,
It's
Erica.
over.
You're
It is
Chicago.
over.
Oh, especially now with this.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was over before.
Okay.
Yeah. I interviewed Larsa Pippen at BravoCon last year, and she has an interesting affect, I guess, because I think that she never knows what's coming at her. And so I was trying to be, very open. I was like, girl, I got to tell you, every time I see a story about you come over my phone, I have to throw my phone. Like, what is going on? And she was like, well, she was very much like, I live my life type thing. And I actually respect that about her as a reality TV star, because you have to have the perfect amount of delusion and entertainment, right? You have to be able to ride that line. But she's been speaking kind of for the family. They both have for quite some time on the Tamron Hall show, saying that the family was cool with the relationship. And she talks a lot about a lot of things, and you have to expect for that energy to come back at you. Michael Jordan said 1 word, 2 letters.
I think the whole village.
One word, no, he said 1 word, 2 letters. Do you approve of the relationship? And he said no.
Erica.
So he could have said a lot of other things. Traumatized, I don't know about.
If this goes through, her last name will be Larsa Pippen Jordan. That would be her last name. That would be like one of us dating, like me dating Sophie. It's weird and strange. No, it is weird.
When you put it like that,
and
yeah.
it is a direct shot. It is personal.
It's like Romeo and Juliet,
personal.
the Capulets and the
Montagues.
No, it's not. It's like Juliet was hooking up with Romeo's dad.
Yes, it's very strange, and like we can talk all around this. This is weird and it is personal, and I don't know. To quote Erica Cobb, it's messy.
Okay.
What's that
It
one
is
R&B
messy.
song? It's like Romeo and Juliet.
What is that?
You know what I'm talking
I know
about?
what you're talking
Yes, I
about.
do.
Oh, we'll figure it out.
It's like an R&B song and it gets dirty.
Yeah, I think that's the only line you can say.
I think so. All right, coming up on DBL, our interview with Gina Kirschenheiter from Real Housewives of Orange County. She's weighing in on the drama from the show and a first look at Timothy Chalamet as Willy Wonka. That's next.
DBL. This show is amazing.
There's a lot going on down here.
I would have been part of the Mile High Club.
Yeah.
So on point.
But I'm gonna have a conversation about what's happening now.
They just popped
Yeah, so so apparently this story, maybe a lot of you don't know this, but Larsa Pippen was married to Scottie Pippen for over 25 years, a long time. They've shared multiple children together. She is dating Michael Jordan, so Scottie and Michael were
I think I can explain this. It would be like my ex-wife dating Sam's son Miles.
That's crazy.
That's exactly what it would be.
Yes,
That's
only we would have to add a rivalry to
That's
it.
what I said to her.
Yeah,
Except
because
if we had a
it's
falling
even-
out, it'd be a
Right.
nemesis.
So it's very strange because I also
That
like
is strange.
there are a billion people
Yes.
on this planet. Okay,
Actually, I think
Like-
8 billion, I think.
Okay, 8 billion.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. Okay. And also, Marcus is not independently wealthy. She's generally with independently wealthy people. So what are you doing? I'm really curious. Like, are you waiting on Michael to die? Because you're not going to be that far behind. Like, honestly, you're not.
But
I don't
I mean, she just got
understand.
half of Scottie Pippen's pension and his salary for like most of the bulk of his playing career. So
Right.
financially, she's set forever.
I don't know if that's so true because we all know that Scottie didn't make anywhere near as much as Michael did.
No.
So in the way that she lives, I don't think that's necessarily forever money. So I don't understand.
Well,
what
let's
the
hope
hook
she can
is.
scrape by on somebody else's hard work.
Yeah, but I'm actually in this case, I really don't mind that she got so much. Why was he marrying a 20-year-old to begin with?
Who,
Yeah, what
Johnny?
is that?
Ladies and gentlemen of the Gallery Gourmet, my name is Willy Wonka. He's good. Too good. Pretty sure I've gained about 150 pounds in the last 2 weeks. You could change her life, Mr. Wonka. Change all their lives.
Welcome back. That's a first look at Timothy Chalamet as Willy Wonka in the new movie titled Wonka. So the film looks at how Willy got started in the chocolate business. Timothy is being compared to Gene Wilder, of course, from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and even Johnny Depp, who played a creepier version of Willy. I would think Sam liked that Willy the best.
No, I didn't. I like the
Really?
OG Willy.
I think
I'm always OG, always.
Sam, it seemed like you like this, Willie. You look like you had
I got
just seen
chills.
a plane for the first time. You were very, taken back by that trailer. Sam was like literally gasping.
Sam was in,
over
but here, I want you to see this. Hugh Grant is going to be an Oompa Loompa.
What?
In this. Yeah, check this out.
So you're the funny little man who's been following me.
I will have you know that I am a perfectly respectable size for an Oompa Loompa.
An Oompa what now?
Allow me to refresh your memory.
Oh, I don't think I want to hear that.
Too late. I've started dancing now. Once we've started, we can't stop.
Okay, I got to just bring it up because it's on everyone's mind. He's not a little person, and traditionally little people got those roles. That's kind of how a lot of them worked back in the day. There's going to be some pushback.
I thought about that too.
And I didn't even want to bring it here, but there is. But do you think there's something wrong with Hugh Grant playing that role? I thought he looked.
I think little
cute.
people should be able to play that role, especially looking at the history of the casting of not only the Johnny Depp version, but also the Gene Wilder version.
Right.
So I do think that they should have gone with a little person. However, I'm not going to go online
But people are.
and criticize it. To each
Yes.
its own.
Okay, let's get back to Willy Wonka.
I can't
Yes.
wait. I had no idea earlier. Chris, our seniors, our executive producer, said to me, because I was like, oh my gosh, how are they going to do another Willy Wonka and someone be so young like Timothy Chalamet play Willy Wonka? He said, no, it's the prequel. And then when I saw the trailer and I saw a young Willy Wonka, I think it gave me goosebumps. I think it's going to be wonderful. And Timothy Chalamet is so talented. He's going to knock it out of the park.
It's how he got into the chocolate business in the first place.
I just love these reboots of like.
It's not a reboot. It's not a reboot. It's a prequel.
Yes, but they're rebooting it for another generation. They want another group of people to grow up with Timothy Chalamet as this Willy Wonka, correct?
She's
No,
not
I
buying.
think
She's not
every
having it.
young kid eventually sees the original Willy Wonka.
But that's going to be from 50 years ago.
That's okay. Sophie is obsessed with Supercalifragilistic Poppins. So it's okay to watch old movies out.
I don't know
No one
about the
knows
Willy
Mary
Wonka
Poppins.
one.
Why?
Wasn't that the one with the ticket and everybody was in the same bed? Yeah, that gave me nightmares.
Erica, they were bedridden. They were bedridden.
Yeah, but everybody was in
age,
there.
But they were of a certain age.
But then they jumped up or something when
jump up.
Yeah.
All right, do you want me to get out of here for you guys?
Yeah,
Remember the purple guy though? The purple guy?
Yes, that kind of freaked me out as a kid.
Everything
the purple
about that
guy?
movie freaked me out.
The one that chewed the bubble gum, Violet. It's not a boy, it's a girl.
Oh, maybe I should come over and watch Mary Poppins.
Yes.
Anyways, for Ken, life. For Ken, life in plastic isn't fantastic. A new clip from the film shows Ryan Gosling, Sam's favorite, singing about being underappreciated in the song. Just Ken. Take a look.
I'm just Ken. Anywhere else I'd be a 10. Is it my destiny to live and die a life of blonde fragility? I'm just Ken. Where I see the love, she sees a friend. What will it take for her to see the man behind the tent and fight for me? I'm just Ken.
All right, Sam, we got 30 seconds left. Take us through your emotions.
I'll just say one word. Or 3 words. He looks hot.
Okay.
Okay, I have a prediction that's going to be mind-boggling. Every yuppie neighborhood for Halloween is going to have a Ken infestation. All of the 25-cent pint nights, everybody who has like generally 25-cent chicken wings, but they're shutting down for a $50 all-you-can-drink Halloween. It is going to be Kenapalooza this year, and this song is going to be playing nonstop.
If they look like
We
that.
got to go, and I'm going to take that clip of you saying he looks hot because he's got a six-pack and not a dad bod. We'll be right back.
A cluster bomb is a type of explosive that opens in the air, dispersing dozens to hundreds of smaller bombs over a large area. Sometimes many of the smaller bombs fail to explode upon impact, creating a long-lasting hazard similar to a landmine.
For decades, human rights activists have urged countries to retire their cluster munitions because of the harm they pose to civilians, even decades after the conflicts are over.
After President Joe Biden announced the United States' decision to supply cluster bombs to Ukraine, many people on social media claim that the weapons are actually banned in more than 100 countries. But is that true? Let's verify. Our sources are the International Committee of the Red Cross, the Convention of Cluster Munitions official website, the United Nations, and Mary Wareham, acting director of the Arms Division at the Human Rights Watch.
In 2008, governments around the world negotiated and adopted the Convention on Cluster Munitions Treaty, an international agreement banning the use of cluster bombs.
According to the International Committee of the Red Cross, the treaty prohibits the use, production, acquisition, stockpiling, retention, and transfer of cluster munitions. It also requires countries to destroy any stockpiled cluster munitions, clear areas contaminated by cluster munition remnants, and offer assistance to victims of cluster munitions.
Mary Wareham with the Human Rights Watch says the vast majority of people harmed by cluster munitions after an attack are civilians.
It's children who are killed and maimed most of the time.
According to the United Nations, 123 countries have agreed to the Convention on Cluster Munitions Treaty. So we can verify, yes, cluster bombs are banned in more than 100 countries.
But the United States, Russia, and Ukraine are not among those countries. With your Verify, I'm Ariande Till.
Welcome back. If you watch The Real Housewives of Orange County, you know there's a lot of drama on the show. Earlier, Gina Kirschenheider joined us to talk all about it. Check it out. Gina, welcome to DBL.
Thanks for being here. We're going to jump right in. We want to get your thoughts on Ozempic. We talked about it. I'm not sure if you listened earlier with a doctor on the show. Why do you think people are so obsessed with which housewives are or aren't, I should say, using it?
Well, I think it's interesting, and I think it's pretty obvious that there's likely a lot of women using it in the housewife world, just from what we're seeing. I don't judge anybody, but I believe in transparency. Either be open and honest about it, because I don't think it's a good message to deliver to, like, try and convince people that you're just losing the weight on your own by diet and exercise if you have something assisting you.
That makes sense. I mean, we appreciate your honesty and transparency, and if you'll let me do the same. I've been sober since December 2019, and I heard you join the club. Congratulations. I can see it in your face, girl. It's awesome.
I did. Yeah, thank you. Congrats to you, too. It feels good.
It's a big deal, and I want to ask you because, you know, my one question, I do stand up professionally, and I wondered how it would be performing sober. So I wanted to know, how has it been filming The Housewives sober?
Although it may be a little bit more difficult, I think that the end result is way better. I think I was more present this season. I think I was able to deal with real life feelings that came up that I had previously not wanting to look at, and overall, like, more vocal. So it was harder, but it was, I think, more successful.
Congrats.
Congratulations. Okay, huge bravo-holic here.
Yes,
so
she is.
Let's talk the tea about some of your castmates, okay? Because Taylor Armstrong is the first to switch to another franchise from Beverly Hills to joining y'all on Orange County. So do you think that Heather Dubrow would go to the Beverly Hills franchise since she now has a place in LA and she was on this show and she invited me there? So I'm just wondering if we could see her in Beverly Hills.
I mean, that's really more of a Heather question. I don't know, honestly. I could see that happening. Obviously, it happened to Taylor. Surely Heather has a full supply of fancy pants that she could easily bring to Beverly Hills. So I think it works, but I don't want to lose her. She is really, honestly, one of my friends, and I love, like, hanging out with her, so I don't want her to move permanently.
So we've seen that you and Shannon Storms Bedore have not had the best relationship. What is your relationship like with her in real time?
We just don't, we're not in the same social circles or the same life circles, and so we just don't really come into contact with each other. And I mean, if you are fans of the show, you can see that that's like a complaint from her friends that consider her the closest too, that she's not really around that much or that responsive also. So, I mean, you see that I struggle with, I'm busy. I got too much time sometimes to even text people back. So, you know, I'm too busy for all that. So between her and I, we just don't interact.
I feel you. So we are just 5 episodes in. What can we look forward to the rest of the season? Give us some hot goss.
I actually get to see like a really deep dive into Travis, my boyfriend, and I was shocked even by how like sweet and genuine he is and open he was. And I mean, he's just such a good guy. So that, and then we have a whole other trip. We have an endless supply of drama. I mean, I'm really excited for you guys knowing that you're fans.
I want to know about this. Don't talk about the ex with the new boyfriend. I was like, ooh, I think I've been guilty of that before. So yeah, I'm waiting.
Yeah. We all have. I mean, that's hard not to talk about that. If there was ever like water cooler talk, that's the water cooler talk.
Yep, noted. Gina, thank you so much for joining us today on DBL. To our viewers, you can keep up with the Real Housewives of Orange County Wednesdays on Bravo. We'll be right back. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks.
Verify here with your Fast Fact. The Barbie movie held its pink carpet premiere on July 9th. Hours later, a viral Twitter post with more than 5 million views claimed it debuted with a perfect 100% score on the movie review site Rotten Tomatoes. But is this true? Let's verify using these sources. We went to the Barbie movie's page on Rotten Tomatoes and found its tomato meter score is grayed out. Rotten Tomatoes says this usually happens when a movie isn't publicly released or there aren't enough critics' ratings to generate a score. Barbie doesn't open in theaters until July 21st, and as of July 11th, there are no critic reviews on the site. So, no, the Barbie movie did not debut with a Rotten Tomatoes score of 100%, at least not yet. The image in the viral post is fake. With your Fast Fact, I'm Brandon Lewis.
You still have 24 hours to take advantage of all the deals during Amazon Prime Day. It's become one of the biggest shopping holidays of the year, right up there with Black Friday. To make sure you save as much money as possible, our Verify team has 3 fast facts about Amazon Prime Day. Our sources are Amazon, Target, Walmart, and Kimberly Palmer, a senior writer for the personal finance website nerdwallet.com. First, Amazon doesn't always have the best prices. We compared nearly a dozen popular products that Amazon, Target, and Walmart all carry. Amazon had the lowest price for 5 of them. Walmart had the lowest for 3 of them, and Target had the lowest price for 4. Kimberly Palmer from NerdWallet said competitors also offer big discounts right now to fight for your money. Next, the value depends on what you're shopping for.
The lowest prices that we see on Amazon Prime Day are on Amazon branded products. So if you're in the market for anything like an Amazon Fire TV or a Kindle, anything in the Amazon family of products, that's when we see the lowest prices today on Amazon Prime Day.
Palmer said if you want other electronics or appliances, you might want to wait for Black Friday. Finally, you don't need to pay for a membership to get the deals. Amazon and Walmart offer free trials of their membership services, and Target Circle is free to join.
Some social media users and headlines claim a new law signed by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis means Florida will start building roads with radioactive material. Several Verify viewers asked us whether this means Florida will start construction soon. Using these sources, we can verify that these posts and headlines are misleading. And here's why. In June, DeSantis signed House Bill 1191, which adds phosphogypsum to a list of recyclable materials that can be used to build roads. Phosphogypsum is a cement-like radioactive byproduct from the manufacturing of fertilizer. However, this doesn't mean the state will start using it immediately. First, the law requires Florida's Department of Transportation to demonstrate phosphogypsum actually works as a road material. If the DOT decides to move forward after testing, then Florida must ask the EPA for approval to use the material. In 2020, the EPA conditionally approved using phosphogypsum in road projects, but reversed its decision a year later amid concerns that it could expose the public and road construction workers to an unacceptably dangerous cancer risk. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Welcome back. When it comes to strength training, we know there are so many routines to choose from that it can be overwhelming, but new studies show that any amount of weightlifting builds muscle. It's time for some joint and muscle support brought to you by Omega XL. First, you don't overthink building muscle. Don't worry about how much weight you're using. Whatever weight you choose, just lift them as many times as you can, then put them down. Next, the details of building muscles don't matter as much as building the habit. Consistency is the key. Lastly, all forms of resistance training are beneficial to building muscle, not just lifting weights. So consider body weight exercises like planks, lunges, and push-ups to build and maintain muscle. Omega XL has improved the lives of millions of consumers. Supported by 30 years of clinical research, Omega XL's powerful and proven benefits have transformed the lives of athletes, celebrities, and dedicated daily users. Call 800-813-6801 or visit OmegaXL.com for more information. It's kind of what I do now. I'll just all body weight, ladies. That's what I do now.
Well, looking at the weights that we're using in that B-roll, like those 6.5 at Yoga Sculpt, you're like, I don't know if I could do the 6-pounders.
Reach for the threes if it's your first time. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
The 3